the Storm Team 8 Tracking Center. This is a winter weather alert.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Sterling.
And I'm Susan Shaw. We begin tonight with the Storm Team 8 forecast. This evening, we are tracking a large winter system that's expected to bring several inches of snow to West Michigan. If you're planning to hit the road, be ready for some slick conditions.
The snow is expected to continue throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. We have team coverage for you this evening. Storm Team 8 has everything you need to know about this winter system. We begin with the chief meteorologist, Ellen Baca, and the latest conditions. Ellen.
I want to show you Grand Haven first and foremost. You can see the lowered visibility, but we can still see the lighthouse in the distance. Really loving these icebergs, by the way. But we're going to continue to watch this system slide in for the next several hours. We've been seeing the heaviest intensities south of Grand Rapids, south of Holland, into places like Allegan, Hastings, down through Kalamazoo and Battle Creek. So this is the lighter edge that you're seeing on some of our sky view. Temperatures coming in at about 20 degrees. We're going to be dropping down to the teens tonight. And if we expand our view, you can see that we still have several more hours to go with this system. So our winter weather advisory started at 1 p.m. Took some time for the snow to get going, as we talked about the last couple of days. But here's the back edge of it. It's still tracking through Iowa, so it has a way to go. Now, if we look at some of our 24-hour snowfall reports from this system so far, this was even from a few hours ago, we have already seen some verification of 4 to 8 inch amounts, and that's going right over West Michigan. Now notice we also have 2 steady streams of moisture, so we have even more moisture coming in from the south up through Illinois and Indiana, and that's also pouring into West Michigan. So we're seeing these 2 streams combine right over us. You will notice a bit of a lull in the reflectivities. That's why we have a drop in some of the snowfall totals for places like Holland up to Grand Rapids, up to Greenville. Still, no matter how much snow and the intensity that you're seeing, the roads are not that great. We're seeing the lowest visibilities in Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, but it's starting to get kind of icy everywhere. We do want to check in with Blake Harms. He's been keeping us on track with the traffic. What's the latest, Blake?
Yeah, Ellen, as expected, it's been a pretty slow evening commute. Even the areas that aren't seeing the heavy snow are seeing that glaze of ice begin to develop where that snow is getting packed down, and that's only going to continue through the rest of this evening and overnight tonight. I want to show you radar over on top of the freeways, and you can see where we have the heaviest snow south and east of Grand Rapids. That's where we have the most impacts as of now, always growing impacts. We have a crash on I-94. Pretty easy to see why when you see just how hard the snow is coming down in Kalamazoo. This is the view over downtown. We have that crash on westbound I-94. This is near Galesburg. The right lane is blocked there. That's been slowing up traffic. As of now, that's the only major issue we're tracking on I-94. Up in the Grand Rapids area, we have a lot of leftover fender benders. Traffic speeds have recovered. We're going to get a look from meteorologist Sarah Flynn in just a moment. But still seeing the 2 tracks, still seeing the icy conditions off the freeways. Freeway conditions seem to have improved somewhat, especially close to downtown. Now, as we head through the rest of tonight, again, we are expecting heavily impacted travel that will likely continue into tomorrow morning. And then as we see some lake effect begin to flare up and some blowing snow, we could see some more impacts extend into the day on Thursday. Bottom line, if you are heading out tonight or tomorrow morning, probably want to plan on about double the time you would expect it to get you there on a normal day, Brian and Sue.
All right, Blake, thank you. The snow and cold temps creating dangerous conditions out on the roads.
If you have to leave your home this evening, make sure you go slow and keep your eyes on the surroundings.
Let's check in with Storm Team 8 meteorologist Sarah Flynn. What are you seeing out there, Sarah?
Hi, Brian. Hi, Sue. We continue to drive in and around the Grand Rapids area, and over the last 2 hours or so, we've continued to see really snow start to stack up on area roadways. You can definitely still see the lanes, and plows are doing the best they can to kind of break the bond between the snow and the roadways out there, but it has really begun to stuck, and it's also created a little bit of slick area. If you're getting off the highway on those ramps, those are considerably worse. Even those side streets have posed some problems across the board as well. So if you can stay home tonight, I would highly advise to do so. I also heard Ellen mention visibility. That's another thing that we've seen drop, and it's starting to get dark across the board. So only going to make travel a little bit more treacherous out there. If you're wondering what speed we're going right now, it's about 35 to 40 miles per hour, and that has been the case for much of our drive over the last hour or so here. So again, this is 131 southbound as we head towards Hall Street, and you'll notice as we get off on the ramp here, that starts to deteriorate just a little bit.